question about first century Christianity and what we understand as the way, but we don't understand the way of Jesus or Christ. Can you talk about that a little bit? What it was like in first century Christianity?
There's very few people that understood and accepted, more importantly, accepted his message. Okay? And it's been lost in translation many, many times over. Okay? And as I believe it says in the Bible, something to the effect that he spoke to people on the level in which they could understand. And sometimes some people aren't ready to hear an idea that is bigger than them, let alone accept that idea. Okay? And a lot of what he spoke about got twisted, if you will, into more of a physical sense of the meaning, where most of what he was talking about was more on a spiritual level. Okay? People back then weren't ready to hear that message. That's why it was brought down to a physical level. Okay? Many of the apostles even did not necessarily understand, accept the message. They brought it down to a physical level also. Okay? And that's because of ego. Okay? So the message, the true message is what I want to say, that so many people missed was understood by even fewer. And the reason is because in order to understand the message, you had to have a background, if you will, a foundation. Okay? You had to have some kind of something to build on. Okay? It wasn't necessarily for the ordinary man to be able to comprehend everything that was being said. And the reason that he came and left these tools for everyone was so that they could continue to grow and move forward with them, to understand them at a deeper level, and to accept that. For most, that didn't really happen, okay, for various reasons. You know, as life moves on, things happen, and it doesn't always work out what you anticipate. But his goal was for the message to come through, and really the base message was for everyone to learn to love themselves. That's the base message. And that still hasn't been heard.
So would you say that the way of Christ or Jesus was through loving yourself? And in the Bible he says, know thyself. That's part of loving yourself?
Absolutely. Know thyself. Yeah. Absolutely. Because when you love yourself, you know who you really are. And when you know who you really are, you know you're connected to a higher power. You are one with the higher power. We hear that. We intellectually hear that. But few really understand that and accept it and can move into love with that. And it's a very difficult thing to do for many, many people because of the ego.